Another weekend, done and dusted, back in the cabin, Monday morning. Let's see what's sold. As you know by now, since October, it's been eBay versus Vinted. Been battling it out. Vinted took the lead. eBay have come back since the start of 2025. Obviously, a couple of weeks ago, I got £1,000 in sales. That is a super weekend. Obviously, on this channel, we're completely transparent. I'll show you the good, the low, the messy, the great, the ups and downs of business. I'll be showing you, letting you know. Had a pretty average weekend on eBay and Vinted this weekend. 9 sales at eBay, 4 Vinted. Obviously, what's the monetary value? eBay, £300.94 before fees. Vinted, with their 4 sales, £144.78. No fees on that, so that's just my money. So to my calculations, £445.72 weekend. Yeah, as I said, very average. Sort of coming into February, mid-February as well. Still feeling the after effects of Christmas, where we've had a payday now, finally. January was the longest month ever. Obviously, people have now spent their February payday, still a bit tight from Christmas recovering. So yeah, January, February can be very hit and miss, especially February. I'm hoping into March, that's when it tends to go up again. But for now, we've got 13 orders to pick. We'll go through each one. This is where I work. This is the cabin. I've got my SKU system. I'm going to be sorting it out soon because the more and more clothing I get and shoes, yeah, this system isn't working as much. Because obviously right now, when I did start, A's down here, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then H, I, J, K, L, M, N. Then we've got O, P, and now Q's up here. So obviously it's starting to get a bit messy. So I'm due for a refurb in here. So it works better as a system. That's a future video, that's a future job. Right now, Monday morning, the first job is getting them weekend orders out. As I'm picking and showing, we're gonna see how much I paid, how long it's been listed for, how much I got, more importantly. And then if you can pick any hints and tips up on the way, then we're all winning. I think we'll start with Vinted again, as there's only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh? Starting with Vinted, the first one was a super quick sale. Went to Braintree last week. I normally do my town at least once, a minimum once a week, but I try and do twice a week if I can, in my local Braintree town high street. This was from there. I think I went Wednesday, Thursday, and it's already sold on the weekend. In fact, it's so fresh, it's literally sitting on top of this box. I don't have to do any digging. Jack Wolfskin. Decent brand to look out for, sort of workish outdoor wear. Yeah, so don't find it too much out in the wild, but I'm hoping to find it more because obviously the speed of listing it and selling it, literally within 24 to 48 hours of being listed, it's sold on Vinted, £40, 40p. Got to say what I bought it for. Charity shop, as I said, Wednesday, Thursday, I paid £9, and obviously from Vinted, £40, 40p, no like fees to come out of that, so that's a solid profit and a solid item. Definitely one to look out for. Another super quick sale. This was bought the same day as the Jack Wolfskin. This is a Gilet, spring around the corner, thank God. Box Q, that's a brand new box, and again right at the front, it's been kind to me to pick in. Arnie, another semi-decent brand, sort of not like strong prices, but just a nice solid menswear brand. Arnie, you tend to get the shoes as well, like chunky platform shoes. They do clothing as well. This is just like a quilted downfilled gilet, size large as well. I need a gilet really. I haven't got any gilets when it's the spring sort of comes out. Fair weather. But as I said, super quick sale again. This was bought on Thursday. I remember this because I bought this back in Chelmsford. I dropped Lenny off at the mother-in-law's for the day, and then done a bit of charity shopping back in Chelmsford, back where we used to live. Found this for £5, and again on Vinted, £21.50 from a fiver. Nice box standard item. Super quick sale. So it's not just clogging up my system, and it's just out the door. And I've got money in my pocket to go again. I bought this one more on the design instead of like the logo, the quality of the materials and that. This is purely design, which is, and it's women's wear. So very unlike me, but always learning. Box C. Wait a minute. Order suspended. Why am I so confused? Okay, so I thought I was picking out an order. I thought I'd recognise this. It's because it's already sold. It was sold a week or two ago. It's actually a Vinted return. I'm laughing because they posted a picture of the return. Okay, so it's been returned. Okay, sold on Vinted. It was a women's jumper, like vintage jumper, nice embroidery flower with a collar. I'll show you in a minute because you're going to see the picture. It did sell for £22.50, I think it was. Oh no, £22.40, sorry. But they're going to return it because it's too small for them. It's a women's jumper, and let me show you. Too small. Look at that sleeve length on that. That's definitely a guy though. Look at the hands. The hands always give it away. So apparently it's what I wanted, but sadly it's too small for me. The sleeves are high and overall fit won't allow me to move much. Grateful for the fast delivery, but I'll return it to you. Yeah, refund £22.40. So a guy's trying to buy a women's wear jumper. Brilliant. Just wanted to double check. I definitely listed it correctly. Yeah, here's my original listing on Vinted. Bracken Country Wear, women's large, purple, blah, 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 blah. Size large, which is a 12, very good. I even do the pit to pits, as we know. Pit to pit, 23-inch length, 23.5. Very boxy, very good condition. Listed in the women's wear category. There's my pictures. What a wally. Sometimes there's just no helping when customers do this, but sometimes you just can't help it. I've done everything I can, listed correctly. I took the measurements, width and length. Sometimes there's just no helping it, but there we go. I'm sure they won't mind paying for the return, I suppose. So I thought that was a sale, but it's not. It's a return. Nice. But it sold once, but it's going to sell again. Hopefully to the right person this time. So I got one of the TK Maxx orders that I've been buying recently. I'm going to do a separate video. I'm going to give it about a month, so sort of give it 30-ish days of my TK Maxx purchases to sort of filter through, and we'll see how many have sold. So if it is actually worth buying from TK Maxx, the stickers, to try and make a profit. So yeah, watch out for that video. A good time now. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, notification bell, so you know when I do upload or if I go live. I'm hoping to go live more. I know I keep saying it, but I'm planning to. I just don't trust technology. Yeah, subscribe, it's free. Hit the notifications bell because that is a future video coming up. But for now, Box Eye, this was £18. There's a few of these. I did show this in a video. Box Eye, I said, didn't I? Where's Box Eye? Oh, here. That would help if I just looked. Again, at the front, nice and quick. So there's a lot of these Oakley sort of windbreakery types, but there's lots of red and navy ones, like loads and loads, dozens of them in multiple shops. So I avoided them, even when they were down and down. They were, the cheapest I saw was it 12, £13 was the cheapest. I bought this khaki and grey one at £18. So this was like 3 yellow stickers. There's just the one khaki and grey. I really, really like this. Really wanted to keep it myself. But yeah, I avoided the red ones because there's lots of them. And this is a lot better colourway. It was a size large, obviously brand new because it's from TK Maxx, £18. Within a week, I've sold it on Vinted, £35, 48p. So 52p shy of doubling up. But again, as we know, with Vinted, 0 fees. So that's purely in my pocket. Within 40 days of being delivered. Just got to wait for it. But as I said, TK Maxx video, we're going to see how much I bought and how much has actually sold within sort of 30 odd days. So again, keep an eye out for that video. Vinted to Vinted, bit of a fail. I say fail, I still made money. I'll show you. We've got some trainers, some Brooks running trainers. Again, I've said this in a past video, avoid getting massive boxes like this because it's an absolute pain. Yes, it holds a lot, but when you're trying to find one item in a massive box, it's a nightmare. Get smaller boxes, it makes your life a lot easier. I also haven't skewed my trainers still, so that still needs doing. That's fun. There they are, sitting on top. Yeah, I really need to get around to skewing my trainers because I've got so many. But yeah, nice Brooks. Really good running wear brand. I did snipe these, as I said, on Vinted. I thought I'd get a lot more. All in £13.49, so I'm pretty sure I offered 10 with postage, with buyer's protection fee. Yeah, came to £13.49. Listed these in January, so yeah, February now. They're sort of within its first cycle of 30 days. Even though Vinted doesn't do 30 days, I'm working on eBay 30 days there. But I got 25 quid. So I think it was the slight bit of wear. I think these did show on a video when I was unpacking them. There's a bit of wear here, slight bit here. It's still usable, still doing a turn, but there's no rips or anything. I think with running trainers, you really don't want any wear, or as less as possible, as least as possible. Does that make sense? Yeah, £13.49 into 25. Am I doubling up? Again, just shy of doubling up. But again, buying from Vinted, you've got to pay up for the items anyway. You've got to wait for them to be delivered, to then picture, to then list. And then if they do sell on Vinted again, like these have, I have to wait another 2 weeks to get that money in. And I've only made like 12-ish pounds or whatever it is. So yeah, what I'm going to avoid, and with running shoes specifically, make sure as less wear as possible. So yeah, Vinted, again, has been overtaken by eBay for a couple of weeks now. Little pile, only 4. Obviously, I thought there was 5. But we've got that return coming, so that's always fun. Yeah, Vinted has definitely slowed down. At the end of the year and the start of the year, it was booming. It was beating eBay. I was like, wow, this is amazing. But suddenly slowed down. Yeah, constantly, I'm trying to list every day. I do my 10 a day on eBay and then I cross list onto Vinted. I try and do all 10 if I can, but I do filter through eventually and then I catch up with myself. So everything is cross listed that can be on Vinted, but definitely seeing a bit of a slow up when it comes to Vinted sales, but they're coming in, and when they do come in, 0 fees. eBay now, and then 9 sales, quite interesting, just quickly scrolling through them. That's a mixture of new sales that I've picked up and listed quickly. There's TK Maxx, new and summer yellow clearance as well, so stuff that is lingering. Vinted, and also some slower stock that I've refreshed. Pair of trainers first. So on my store, on my eBay, this is purely about, after 90 days, and it's been spoke about by eBay themselves as well. After 90 days, it starts to go stagnant. They're not going to push it as hard as it once was, like when it was newer. So every week or every fortnight, I tend to go oldest first, and anything over 90 days, end it, sell similar. I then reduce the price by 10%, sort of round it up so it's a nice neat figure. And if I need to fiddle with any keywords or titles or anything, I'll do it there and then list again. No, not list. You don't relist, you sell similar. So it's like a brand new item, giving it a refresh, lowered the price a little bit, and then hopefully that's the bit that then gets the sale. And this definitely worked over the weekend. I done this Friday or Saturday morning. I think it was Saturday morning, in fact. And yeah, it's the first 3 sales are purely from selling similar, old stock. And just because it's old stock doesn't mean I'm not making profit. I'm still making plenty of profit. Starting with some Air Force Ones. This is from a boot sale. So I believe these were from my usual second boot sale in Chelmsford. In fact, I'm going to be mixing it up a lot more this boot sale season. There was technically 2 boot sales yesterday. Colchester and Chelmsford were both on, but I looked out the window, it was wet, it's horrible. I'm still enjoying my lay-ins for now for February, but if the sun does come out, I will be hitting a boot sale before they officially start, like the field ones, my midweek ones. Yeah, sort of March, April time for them. But this was listed in September. That's the nursery pickup alarm. These were boot sale pickup, Air Force Ones, and they're like tearaway, so they were completely white, but there is a material on them that you can scrape away, and then it reveals different colours, different patterns. You can basically customise your Air Force Ones. So here there's brown, like corduroy type, there's yellow, there's pink. It could tear as much or as little as you like, which is quite cool. These were partly torn away, because obviously once someone's customised them, if they're completely ripped everything off, then obviously you can't design it. But here there is still some of the tearaway left. So yeah, I think that's why they took a bit longer to sell as well. But as I said, they're over 90 days old, sell similar, reduced the price a bit, sold for £30. I believe these were a £5 from my boot sale. Obviously back in September, this is almost getting up to half a year. Yeah, nearly half a year to sell, which isn't ideal for 30 quid before fees. So I really want it to be quicker, but again, moving it on, stuck around, learning again. So if I see these out in the field and they've been torn away, they may be getting really cheap, like £2 or £3 maybe, and then list them for 25, 30 quid, because that's what they went for. But as I said, still making profit, just took a bit longer. Second one, these are a pair of Smarter shoes. They have sold once before they got returned, and it was ages before they sold again. In fact, the original time I listed these was last March, so nearly a year since I originally listed them. But as I said, they've sold twice now. I think the first time they sold took about 3-ish months, so there's a long wait for the second sale, but they have gone finally. Got to turn that heater down a bit. Jeez, getting a bit hot. So I'm guessing if they've lingered a bit, they're going to be near the bottom. Again, don't get massive boxes. This is exactly why. Found them. Now I've got to put them all back again. Amy would not be happy with me on that process. Amy's old job was a business analyst and like sort of improving processes, making sure you're working efficiently, speedily. If she saw me doing that, well, she's going to see me doing that now. She's going to tell me I'm going to have to improve my process, which is a big benefit. I just need to get on and do it. But anyway, back to this. As I said, listed since last March, but I have sold. They got returned for not fitting. Sold them again. These are Enfield, so the vintage. I just bought them purely on the fact that they're nice and vintage. They're really good condition. Nice sort of suede brogue. I paid £3.50 from a charity shop. They've sold for the second time, nearly a year to sell for the second time, £25.20. Obviously, if it's taken 11 months to sell for £25, that isn't ideal. So maybe Enfield shoes are not the way to go going into the future. We're going into boot sale season, going into charity shops. So obviously you are going to learn about my amazing sales when I'm selling stuff for over 100 quid or whatever. But obviously you also need to learn about the things to sort of avoid or just to be aware of. So Enfield Brogue smart shoes, not the strongest brand, so you will have to wait or just list them a bit lower. And again, a third hat trick of slower sales, end sell similar, lower the price. A Claudio Luigi, I'm surprised this didn't sell quicker actually. Box D, really funky design shirts. They should be, yeah, there you go, easy to stand out, easy to find with the standout patterns with Claudio. Really nice, sort of a paisley type shirt, long sleeve. Bought for a charity shop. This was one of my local ones, like £2.95 I think it was. Long sleeve, listed in July. So again, a long time. End it, reduce it, list it again. If it's been another 90 days, it'll be ended, listed, lowered again until it gets that sale, or it just goes in the boot sale pile and it goes off for 50p or a pound. I had to wait a while, but my £2.95 has turned into £22 plus postage. So we got there in the end, but just not the time frame that I ideally want. Sort of 3 months maximum I'm ideally looking at. So I've gone from 3 slow ones, 3 sales out of the way now, nice bit of money in again, to a super quick one. Listed this in February, £6 from a charity shop. Box I, nice bit of moon fabric. I've spoken about this a few times now. So it's just a men's blazer by M&S. Again, you can't really see it. I'll stick the picture here. There you go. Sort of tweed, wool, 100% wool type material, M&S. But the key is M&S luxury and the moon. Again, I'll put the label here. If you see this label here, moon fabric, that's what commands the stronger money. Nice herringbone, black and grey type design. £6 from a charity shop, sold on eBay, £45, super quick. Listed this in February, obviously running into 10 days now into February, and it's literally as soon as I find them and I list them, as long as I list them between that £45 to £50 sale, unless there's something really different and a bigger item, then I can get more than 50. But when it's like a medium size, just a nice generic herringbone type pattern, 40-50 quid tends to get the, what that is like the sweet spot. And again, it's gone £45 plus postage from 6 quid. Love a bit of moon, dancing in the moonlight. TK Maxx, we've got a belt, something a bit different. Oh, sorry Betty, boop. I'm gonna have to move again, sorry. I can't wait for this to sell. Right in the way. Right, so obviously, as you know, TK Maxx had their yellow sticker sale. This was on the 4th round, I believe, maybe 3rd or 4th round. Here we go. Our daughter Layla and her cousin, they've started the gym. Dropped them off at the gym, and it was when TK Maxx yellow sales were on, so dropped them off and TK Maxx was literally across the road to the gym. So I popped in, found a Timberland belt for, wait for it, £1.80. £1.80 for a Timberland brand new with tags belt. Obviously this is how I've stored it, new with the tags, Timberland, made in Romania, XL belt, just a women's black belt. That's all it is, nothing fancy about it, apart from being £1.80 in TK Maxx. Crazy bargain. I got £19.80. So obviously the random amount, because I send out offers to watchers. So I think it was listed for about £22. Sold for £19.80 plus postage of £2.99. Nice and quick and easy. And I can't believe it was £1.80 in TK Maxx. This was a bit of a gamble from the charity shop, but worth paying off because it sold nice and quick. Box O, we've got a cricket jumper. Again, easy to find. Nice thick cricket knit. So yeah, I took a gamble on this one. Cricket jumpers are quite nice. If you can find like 100% wool cotton ones, obviously they're the standout ones. This was actually 100% acrylic, but vintage. Looked at the tag, done a bit of research into the name. The name was it Clive Lloyd? I think he was a West Indian cricketer back in the day, like in the 70s, 80s. Clive Lloyd Sportswear. Size medium, made in Korea, bit acrylic. It was in a charity shop for £4, obviously £4 vintage, but it is acrylic. Trying to find this name on eBay or on Google was really hard. It came up with the cricketer and that, but no solds at all. That's where the risk came in. So normally when I say ticking all the boxes, like the size, the materials, everything like that, it wasn't actually ticking all our boxes. So the materials, I ideally want it to be wool or cotton or something like that. I ideally want to be able to find a similar one that has sold in the past 3 years. None of that, but I still really liked it. I liked the colorway, the really nice condition. So I took the punt at £4. I thought this might be one that I have to reduce and hopefully someone will take it, even though there's no past solds. But it's gone within a month, within 2 or 3 weeks. Vintage Clive Lloyd, £28 plus postage. And now I've sold that. This will now be on eBay for the next 3 years. So if anyone wants to research Clive Lloyd, this search is now there for 3 years. Hopefully you can find some and make another 28 quid yourself. Now you will recognise this one, John Smedley. This is the one, the girls had the haircut. I picked it up for £6, I think £6, £7, and it had a hole right in the seam. Took it to my mother's. Mother sewed it up, and we sold it. I do like finding this brand, sells strong, sells quickly. John Smedley, 100%, I think Sea Island cotton it's called. It's like really, really lightweight. I think I held it up to the camera at the time in the video and you could see through it. Obviously, that's not a bad thing, that's a good thing, like really lightweight, perfect for summer, nice hotter weather. But yeah, the popped seam was literally just on the shoulder. My mum sorted it out in like 10 seconds flat. Boom, done. Handy. Treated her to a, what did I get at the time? I went to the bakery, didn't I? Treated her to some Belgian buns and donuts for the lunch. Listed in January, sold within a month, and we got £30 plus postage, £2.99 with the repair. So yeah, if you've got yourself a nan or a mum or dad or whoever, someone with some sewing skills, treat them to a little sticky bun, get them to fix your items and sell it for some moolah. Moolah. Oh God, what am I doing? Vinted to eBay, got a pair of trainers, New Balance. The New Balance 327s. They're like the ones, they've got this back bit. Again, it's hard to show, sorry, it's in bagged up. When it goes sort of to the sole and up a bit, the 327s sell really quick. They did sell stronger sort of the past year or two. They sort of slowed down a little bit, but I bought these on Vinted, all in £18.70, paid up a little bit. But yeah, got the sale, £40 plus £2.99 postage on eBay. So again, maybe with these, now they have slowed down a little bit, maybe not paying £18, like when I used to pay £18 before. These were going for like 50, 60 quid. But now obviously £40. Come down a bit, probably because it's a bit of a different design. I'm guessing that design is going, like slowing down a bit, fashion's moving on and stuff. So yeah, still made money, just might have to reduce what I'm paying for them in future. The last one, this is TK Maxx yellow stickers from summer. So this was end of July, start of August. So again, took like half a year to sell, but a nice strong profit. And I saw these as I was looking for the New Balance. Here they are. So the reason for this, they're a UK size 4 and they're like a skater shoe. So yeah, smaller, sort of averagey, smaller women's, but more of a skater type shoe. And again, with TK Maxx, they are brand new with the tags, but unboxed. Spring, summertime, yellow stickers for £13.50 for some Adidas, which is cool. Eventually, I had loads of offers on that, but always lowball, like £20, £25, wasn't enough for me. So last night, for £47, free postage apparently. I'm not seeing postage on that, for 47 quid, free postage, so I say £44 plus the postage. So yeah, a nice profit, but I don't ideally want to wait 6 months for it. So there we go, printing them off now with the mun bin. So yeah, as I said, not every week's going to be £1,000 worth of sales on a weekend. Just wait for that to finish, there we go. Oh, nicely folded up as well. Yeah, I'm going to show you the good, the bad, the ugly. This week has been very, very average, as you saw. Clothing and shoes and the belts, of course. Not like hi-fi or chairs or anything that weekend or this weekend. Obviously, I have got some cool bits. Vintage fire screens. We've got some pottery bits going on here. A couple of bits of toys. Not many toys. But obviously, as we get into boot sale season, going into March, April, I am looking to get a lot more of the hard goods. You know, I'm into my clothing and shoes a lot more now, compared to when I first started. When boot sale season hits, I am looking for them cameras. I'm looking for the vintage tables, if I can fit them in. Yeah, just the different bits and bobs, and definitely electronics. I've got a bubble machine and a lamp at the moment. Oh, and a telly. I got that last week. And some cameras. I'm still working through my cameras slowly. Yeah, clothing's good. Clothing's selling well, and shoes, but hard goods is where it's at, because once it sells, yes, it's a bit of a pain to pack, but when they do sell, really, really strong.